This is your second standby bout and third match for the Mid-South Tag Team Championship. One fall or television time remaining. We have already introduced the Mid-South Tag Team Champions. I have news. Matchmaker Grizzly Smith told me during the last commercial break that we have new challengers coming in for this next match. They have purchased the open contract and will be the challengers for the title. It's Mr. Wrestling and Mr. Wrestling number 2.
Wait just a second. Hey, there's some kind of mistake going on here, Boy Pearson. Somebody's behind it. That is not the way the thing's supposed to be.
I don't care the way the thing's supposed to be.
I gave a list. They weren't on the list. I didn't think they were. All right, well, let me tell you something. We've already beat Wrestling 2 and some of his proteges. We can do it again.
They were not on your list of exceptions. Here they are, the challengers, Mr. Wrestling.
Well, they're on the attack, and Cornette was upset. Mr. Wrestling and Mr. Wrestling 2, his protege. These guys, that's not Mr. Wrestling and Mr. Wrestling. That's the Rock and Roll Express. This match is underway. The Rock and Roll Express are out there. I don't know how they got that wrestling gear. The Rock and Roll Express.
They drop kicked Cornette Bill off the ring apron. There he is, sprawled down the concrete.
He's such a coward. I don't know if that drop kick connected or he just fainted from the fright of it, but Cornette is out there on the floor, and here you've got the Rock and Roll Express against the Midnight Express, and maybe they're pulling a little Trojan horse out of the annals of what Jim Cornette did here last week.
Well, Bill, they are certainly, with a look of bewilderment on Cornette's face, they're not prepared for this one.
Well, the people are standing, and they're excited about it.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Mid-South Tag Team titles.
Ricky Morton out there, he's got a lot of fire.
Ricky Morton is taking over on Condrey, tagging in. Robert Gibson.
Good moves out there. These teams are both very quick, evenly matched. I'd say the difference has been in the past that Jim Cornette has had some surprises ready for him. Like I understand last week, I wasn't here, that he came dressed in a woman's dress and hit him in the head with a purse that had a rock in it.
Certainly did, Bill.
So it's been a close contest, but with that third man, they've always had the edge. This could be really a very decisive situation, because certainly Jim Cornette, you can look at the look on his face, he was not prepared for the Rock and Roll Express. He wasn't prepared for wrestling number 1 and number 2, so there's been some confusion, and matchmaker Grizzly Smith has certainly got everybody's attention in the fact that Jim Cornette was trying to make a fool out of Mid-South Wrestling and out of the Mid-South Tag Team titles, and Grizzly let him trap himself.
Robert Gibson is in trouble from a miscalculation with that drop kick, and they're taking over. They seize every opportunity.
Oh, and it's so great to see all the young kids that come to the arenas to see these Rock and Roll Express. They really identify with them, and that super date at the Superdome that I know you're going to be telling the fans about later, the June 16th Superdome, is going to be the greatest thing that's ever happened. It's something really different in wrestling. Listen to this crowd cheer on the Rock and Roll Express.
You know, Bill, it's like getting the crowd involved in the basketball game. You hear the announcers on basketball. It's so important for the people to be vocal at the matches, make a lot of noise and support these guys. And right now, it's like a fifth man or a third man.
That's right. That's why so many teams have a bad record on the road. They're around those hostile crowds, and it affects their performance. And certainly in wrestling, when they're for you, it can pull you through a lot of pain and a lot of agony. They're doubling up right now. Midnight Express, this is their third match, although the other two teams haven't been a lot of competition. Still, the tag is made, but the referee Ronnie West, who's the best referee, I think, in wrestling, out of position, didn't see it. That shows you, oh, they threw him over the top rope, which should have been a disqualification. They're trying to get rid of Robert Gibson. Now they're going for their coup de grace on Ricky Morton. Ricky kicked free. He's got him. Ricky Morton's got the guy pinned. Who's the legal man? Robert Gibson has just supleed Bobby Eaton off the top rope.
That's it.
You have new Mid-South Tag Champions.
We've got new champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event of the evening is a TV special. One fall with a 20-minute time limit for the World's Tag Team Championship. Introducing first in the corner to my left with a combined wrestling weight of 485 pounds, accompanied by their manager, trainer, and advisor, Jim Cornette. Fans, this is the Midnight Express. And now, the World's Tag Team Champions from the state of Tennessee, weighing in tonight with a combined wrestling weight of 460 pounds, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
All right, Tony, it's already started. The Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, with Jim Cornette. This is for the World Tag Team title. Beautiful Bobby. Now they have Ricky Morton. Both of them now teaming up on him, pounding away.
David, fairly obvious it was a game plan here by the Midnight Express to attack him right at the bell, wanting to take some of that momentum that this Rock and Roll Express has developed. Cornette has his team prepared, David.
Yeah, he does. He's tried to injure the Rock and Roll Express several times. First with that tennis racket. Beautiful move! Ricky did it! Him down on the floor! And here it goes, the Rock and Roll Express right after him! Both men, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, starts to pound away!
Tell you what, Jim Cornette just running all over ringside here. He doesn't know what to think of all this.
Good hip toss by Robert Gibson. Gibson now takes it up. Hey! Nice flip by Ricky Morton. Still all four men in the ring to pick him up. Coming up. They ram him into each other. It has started. Look at Ricky Morton. Oh, they're ready. They have lit the fuse. Jim Cornette has lit the fuse, and it's going to explode right in his face.
Well, you know, this is why the Rock and Roll Express, this is why that team is the Tag Team Championship team of the world, because they can take a beating. They can come right back. They draw that energy from I don't know where. They always seem to come back full force.
That's how they won that championship, away from the Russians. And now the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette. You have to say him because he is that third person. You're wrestling three men when you wrestle the Midnight Express right there in that corner. Comes right back. Hard right hand. He's not going to take anything off of him. Robert Gibson, he's not going to back up. Cornette complaining about a fist.
Our fans better realize that Cornette walking around giving encouragement, but you can better believe if he'll get a chance, he'll use that tennis racket or get involved in this match. There he is, down at ringside.
Here they go. Try to hip toss. Grabs it again. Switch now. Robert takes it. Beautiful. Catches. Comes up. Hit scissor. Takes him over. Good flip. Makes the tag. Ricky Morton. Hard right hand right between the eyes. He went for an extra point there.
He sure did.
Right hand. Yeah, cross. Ricky Morton. Payback, they say, is something else.
One thing, they don't want to get the Rock and Roll Express, I know they got great energy, but they don't want to get too worked out at the first part of the match.
The Rock and Roll Express, they draw their energy from the fans. As long as the fans are out there rooting for them, that pumps them up. That fills them full of gas. Beautiful Bobby now takes him, throws him out. Right out on that concrete floor. He's going out after him. Hard right hand. Ricky fights back. Goes for the eyes. Oh, no, you see that? Right on the floor. Back drop. On the concrete floor. Ricky Morton starts to kick away. They're still fighting in that corner. Trading blows. Ricky has him.
Tell you what, this has been a fire that's been fueled by one man, Jim Cornette, and it's raging right now.
It really is. Now Robert Gibson's in that ring. He takes on Loverboy Dennis. Dennis is down now. Here we go back. The two legal men in the ring. Beautiful Bobby and Ricky Morton. Loverboy Dennis is in there. Ricky fights back. Dennis goes down. Makes the tag to Robert. Holds on. Catches him right in the side. Good leg trip. Take him down. Robert looks over and says, how you like that?
Boy, I tell you, these teams at a rapid pace to begin this match.
Drops right on the leg. All right, what's the strategy, Tony? We've got to figure it out. They're going for the leg. Are they just going to go to punish these guys?
That's right.
what you've got to decide.
Loverboy Dennis.
Here he comes again. Drives it right on the leg.
Right. Loverboy Dennis is the power man, the strong man of the group.
All right, he didn't hook the legs. He's thinking. You're always thinking. They're not trying for the quick pin. You can see that right now. They're holding on. The Midnight Express. Mr. Cornette's outside, pacing up and down.
Here's another reason they're the champions, keeping that action right in their corner. Oh, double team.
Teamwork, yes! Oh! Beautiful Bobby was looking right at him. Change off, and now Ricky Morton's in there. Still, Loverboy Dennis is down. He's trying to figure out how to get out of it.
This is why it's the dream match. These are fantastic teams. Fantastic teams.
All your dream matches. All right here, the Superstars of Superstation Special Edition of World Championship Wrestling #1. And this is why. The World Tag Team Champions, the tag team of the 80s. Here he comes. Cut him.
That hurt him.
Yes, it did. Makes that tag. Comes over it. Puts a foot right where it hurts the most, right in that thigh. Twist, turns around. Sits down on him. Drops across. Loverboy Dennis trying to make it. Makes that tag to Ricky Morton. What's he goes up on that second rope. Here he goes! Oh! Again, in the leg.
You know, I know the Midnight Express is a good tag team, but Loverboy Dennis can't take too much more.
No, he can't. Makes that tag, though. He's over there. Beautiful Bobby. Wisely. He's not going to charge in there. Now, think about it, Tony. Most of the time, the Rock and Roll Express, their favorite hold is that double drop kick.
Right. Well, you can imagine what Loverboy Dennis and this man, Beautiful Bobby, would like to do.
Look at Bobby.
Nice. Right across the mouth.
He is pounding away on him. Takes him now. Here he goes. Ducks under. Suplex! Yes, he's got him! Oh, he thinks quick.
Just when you think you got Ricky Morton down, look what happens.
Over. Puts the knee right in the small of the back. Holds him now. For Gibson, turns him over. He's got to hook that leg. All right, backs him in. In the ropes now. Watch it. Here they go, cross. Switch. Wait, Gay, what's going to happen? He goes in the rope. Oh, he caught him.
David, this is for the World Tag Team title. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of excitement. David,
Come on, we got to get a break.
Got to take a break, and we'll be back with more of this match for the World Tag Team title right after this timeout.
All right, now, still in the ring, Loverboy Dennis and Robert Gibson. They have him now, stripped across the ropes. They come over, watch out. Over, the beautiful Bobby's got him. Now Cornette comes over. He's got what? He's got a belt.
He's got his belt, David. He has used that on Robert Gibson before.
Wait, he's got him down for that pin. Look at him trying to stick it back in his pants. Pants are too tight. He can't get it in. Right now. Catches him right in the head. Makes the tag.
Look now,
Bobby.
Robert Gibson thinking he's close to his corner, but really he's way far away from him.
Got to watch out. This is beautiful Bobby's forte. He loves to come off that top rope. He's one of the best. Here he goes! Right across the face of Robert Gibson. Now look at him, taunting Ricky Morton. Why? You know why? Because this is why. Dennis is coming in. You see it? Look at Dennis pounding away on Robert Gibson. They go down, go for the pin. Does he have it?
No, absolutely not. It's going to take more than that, David. You know it, I know it.
He's got to make that tag. This team now, they think maybe this is the one. This is the one they picked out to destroy. Here they go, across, into the ropes. Switch, switch, go around, go around. He's got him. Get him in the crab. Good move by Dennis. You had to say that? Almost. What's he gonna do? Takes him now. Again, cross switch. Elbow right in the chest. He picks him up. Snapmare takes him over. Again, off that top rope. You know that's where he's going. Here he goes up. Gets ready. Now watch him. Spring over the knee! Right in the neck!
Two of the
Gibson
big weapons.
Didn't have a chance. He is hurt. Tony, he's hurt.
Could this be it, David?
Tell you, they picked him out. This is the one they wanted to destroy. Look at that clothesline. Takes him down.
Stand up. This could be it right here.
Ah, oh! Did you see that? He swung and just the momentum of his body. That's the only thing that saved him.
Now Loverboy Dennis complaining to the count by Pee Wee Anderson, but that was a good count. 2 count only.
Roberts, he's fighting on instinct. We talk about the fans pumping him up. That's what's happening right now. If he could just, oh! He caught Ricky right in the eye.
Now
Well, they did it on purpose. What?
there's that belt again.
Can't see it.
Right there. Slapping him on the belt. Gibson still will not go down.
Just holding on. Can he do it? Now's the question. Can he get over there and make that tag? Ricky Morton. He wants in there. He's ready. Can he make it? You see Roberts reaching over. He's over halfway. Look out. Loverboy Dennis is in there. Now he starts to work.
If anybody ever needed a tag right now, it's
Look
Robert
at
Gibson.
Cornette.
Now, we can hear him, David. I think maybe the fans can too. He is trying to psych out Robert Gibson by saying, "You're finished. You're gone. It's over."
Hey.
Shouting at him at ringside.
Robert, Jim Cornette, do you see him pacing up and down? The thing is, Gibson, he's got up. Hey, see Ricky, come on. He's just about there. Can he make it over? Can he make it over? They see Ricky with his hands stretched out. Come on, he can do it. He's just about there. He can do it. He pulled the hair.
We saw it. He pulled the hair.
Referee didn't see it though. Look out, look out. Bobby comes off. Fist in the throat. Rolls out.
Once again, a case there where Ricky Morton really got a little bit too anxious and You
Watch
see
out.
what happens. Cornette really on referee
The young man.
Pee Wee Anderson.
He almost had it. He was almost there. Is this the time?
I don't know.
That the World Tag Team Championships don't slip away. You think?
David, we've seen him take punishment before. I don't know. I'm concerned right now.
So many times they've reached down, but can they reach down that one?
This is relentless punishment. We're talking about guys who obviously well paired up against each other as far as speed and stamina. It certainly is a battle.
Is the difference Jim Cornette?
Could
Do
be.
you think?
Well, he's used that belt so far here tonight.
But you cannot give up on the Rock and Roll Express. The fans pump them. The fans can make them go. He's up. He's up. He's loose now. Come on. Get over there. You can do it. Drives that knee right in the midsection. Here he goes. Across into the ropes. Comes and jumps over him. Comes and good knee lift. He's got it on. Wrong corner. Wrong corner. Get
Where
over.
did he get that
Roll over.
energy
Roll
from?
over. Now crawl. You have to crawl over to your corner. You can make it.
Well, wrong
Here he
corner.
goes. He's got it. He's going up. Beautiful Bobby now. Fist to the face. Gibson down.
Tagging in and out.
They're not even trying to pin him now.
No.
They're trying to choke him.
Jim Cornette talked about trying to humiliate the Rock and Roll Express. It wasn't good enough just to win a match
You
on
can
him.
look at it this way too, Tony. He hasn't tried to pin him. He's had opportunities. This could work to their disadvantage.
That's
the
right.
Midnight Express. Because like we said, the Rock and Roll Express, they do not give up. And you can feel it. The fans are down. That means the Rock and Roll Express is down. The fans have got to get them up. Got to.
Start the chant, rock and roll, anything. They got to get behind this team because, I'll tell you
Look
what,
at-
they're in trouble.
Yes, they are. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Drop kick by Ricky Morton. 1, 2, almost. Good move. Good move.
Excellent move by Morton.
2. Oh, so close. The punishment he's taking. He's still fighting back. He can't do it much. He cannot. He's trying to reach over, trying to make that tag. Just on instinct. Look at him. Robert. Beautiful Bobby. Wait a minute. Dennison's got to help it. Oh, he moves out of the way! All right. Now, come on. You're so close. Roll over. Reach that. He's got it. Ricky Morton's got the tag. And here he comes. He's taking both men on. He's got to do it. Midnight Express is coming at him. Both men. Ricky Morton pound away. Slams them into each other. He takes Bobby. Comes in. Dives on him. Side body block goes down for the pin. Roberts got it. Dennis.
Now we got them all four in there.
They're taking him.
Here it is.
Double drop kick. No.
Oh, it hit Pee Wee Anderson.
Double drop kick again. Takes Dennis out.
There's Cornette.
He's got all right. That's worth it. Get Cornette. He's got the racket. Come on. Whip him like a dog. Come on, Ricky. You got the belt.
3 minutes remaining.
Look out.
Oh! Right on top of Ricky Morton. He's down.
Look at him. Cornette dragging. Beautiful Bobby over. They used the racket on him. Come on, Bud.
Now
Robert, you need to get back in. Robert's out there fighting. Fighting dead. No.
Oh, no. David.
They did it.
That was the bell. It's over. Pee Wee Anderson looking for the belts. Oh, no, there's new champions.
No. The Midnight Express, with the help of Jim Cornette,
Welcome back to Southern Pro Wrestling, the premier wrestling program along the Wrestling Network. And we've got a great match in store for you now as the Midnight Express, the U.S. Tag Team Champions, are set to go against the Rock and Roll Express, the World Tag Team Champions. And this match tonight is going to be for those World Tag Team titles. And what a match this promises to be, J.J. Dillon.
It sure is. You know, one thing, Jim Cornette conspicuous by his absence tonight, and I understand that he was injured at the hands of the Rock and Roll Express in an impromptu encounter at ringside. He's under a doctor's care. His mother very upset, and that's put a little added pressure on the Midnight Express to not only atone for what happened to their manager, but to try and take the World Tag Team titles at the same time.
That's exactly right, and our sympathy goes out to brother Jim Cornette, one of the Brotherhood of Wrestling Managers. Jim, get back on your feet real soon. As Bobby Eaton now pushes, this is Gibson, Robert Gibson. Back in the corner, a little standoff there. Referee Randy Anderson saying, open them up, guys. Keep those fists open. But it looks like they want to go to Fist City right here from the start. Again, we're at the Lakeland Civic Center in Lakeland, Florida. As Bobby Eaton now locks up with Robert Morton in a Greco-Roman hookup. And it's Eaton with Morton back into the corner. Back out to the center of the ring. And Morton now, or Gibson rather. Whoa, that was a collision, head-on collision. And it looks like Eaton got the worst of it because Sweet Stan Lane over there to help his partner Bobby Eaton back to his feet.
So Oliver, this is what the Great American Bash, the Bash on Tour is all about. And of course, this is going to be a big week here. West Palm Beach Monday. Nature Boy Ric Flair will defend the world title against the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, a big bunkhouse tag. And of course, Friday, the Great American Bash on Tour moves to Tallahassee, and on Saturday to Sarasota. 2 nights, a couple of big double cage matches.
That's exactly right, and I have the unfortunate duty of climbing into that ring and into that steel cage with that big gas bag Blackjack Mulligan, and I'm not looking forward to that at all. But getting back to the match here tonight in Lakeland. Eaton with that top wrist lock now on Gibson, and Gibson able to pull him over. Now with a hip lock, and oh, there's one for Sweet Stan. Don't feel left out here, Stanley. Here's one for you. As Gibson, now Morton 2. The two of them, Rock and Roll Express, standing side by side, saying if you want to go 2-on-2, well, let's do it right now.
I wonder if Ricky Morton can sing as well as he can wrestle.
Oh, I wish he could. He'd make $1 million. He'd make $1 million.
Well, I guess we'll find out in Orlando tonight just how well he can sing along with the Gator
I want to
Tail
tell
Band.
everybody, too, with cats around the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium to please take your cats out of the county, because I have a feeling when this guy starts singing, we're going to have a whole bunch of cats start squalling.
He had a very successful record, they tell me.
Yeah? A police record or what? There you go again. Bobby with Gibson back into the corner. Oh, and a right hand. And another one. There's Gibson rocking now. Bobby Eaton with a headlock. Tags in Sweet Stan Lane. And oh, had to do some maneuvering there to avoid a collision with his partner, and gets tagged on the chin for his efforts by Ricky Morton. And both teams now taking a breather, sizing themselves up. As Ricky Morton tags in and is going to go up against Sweet Stan Lane. People picking up the chant, rock and roll, rock and roll.
Well, you got the 2 premier teams in professional wrestling today, the United States champions, the world champions. No strangers to each other. The Midnight Express have made it clear they've got designs on the world title. They're not happy with the U.S. title. The Rock and Roll have been there. This is the 4th time around that they've held the coveted world titles, and this time they want to keep them for good.
That they do. As Ricky Gibson now, or Robert Morton rather, in the ring with Bobby Eaton. And big drop kick, catching him square on the jaw. And this kid needs to take Sweet Stan right now, brother. He's in the corner. He might as well make that take and get the fresh man in. As Robert Morton.
They've been at it hot and heavy while we were away for our commercial break, Sir Oliver. And of course, the World Tag Team titles are going to be defended on the Great American Bash on Tour all across this country, be it Los Angeles, San Francisco, Dallas, Houston, Chicago, Philadelphia, Baltimore, you name it. And we could see new champions tonight, in which case the Midnight Express, if they become the world champions here tonight, they'll defend the titles all across this country.
That was kind of a humiliating little gesture there done to Sweet Stan Lane, as now he's rubbing that, shall we say, turn the other cheek?
Yeah.
They're showing the referee now.
I think it's the gluteus maximus in the medical directory.
How technical. I like it. I like it. I like it. What a great match this has been. And these guys have been going at it now about 10 or 15 minutes. Both teams showing signs of fatigue, but they'll keep going until there's a winner here tonight. Sweet Stan Lane now, with that tremendous pressure on the arm and shoulder, gets over, tags up beautiful Bobby. As Sweet Stan throws him in, drop toe hold, and Eaton down across the back of the head with that big elbow.
That's
as Sweet
teamwork.
Stan says goodbye on his way out of the ring.
Great teamwork.
Great teamwork indeed. And you can see why these guys, the Midnight Express it is, are the U.S. Tag Team Champions. And they're going after the world title here tonight. As Gibson is dumped from the ring, and Sweet Stan Lane now on the outside. Go ahead, pick him up and slam him, brother. Whoa, no, he drops him on that rail.
That metal railing, that's gotta hurt.
Brother, that'll rearrange your thinking pattern real quick. But he gamely crawls back in the ring. I don't know, I probably would have stayed out there and tried to take advantage of the 10 count at least. But he's right back in, and then to meet him is Bobby Eaton.
You know what's very interesting, Sir Oliver, not to interrupt you, but you know, a lot of times I've heard the comment that the Midnight Express without Jim Cornette are lost. But tonight, Jim Cornette absent from the scene, and it has not seemed, to me anyway, in my opinion, to affect this match one way or the other. The Midnight Express have been just as effective as I've ever seen them, and
I think probably more so, JJ, since Jimmy Cornette is not here. They're out to prove to the fans and to prove to themselves and to prove to the Rock and Roll Express that they are a team capable of functioning without Jimmy Cornette by their side. But I know that they're missing him, as you and I are missing him right now. And again, we wish him good luck on his recovery from that injury.
They've got that added incentive, that's for sure. And proves another point. You know, so many of the fans say that some of the great minds in wrestling, yourself, of course, they interfere.
Well, see, we don't see it exactly that way, JJ.
Far from being the truth.
Bobby Eaton again working now with the camel clutch type hold, made famous by the Sheik. And the fans picking up the chant, "Go Rock and Roll." And they're going to have to go and get something going here, or this might very well be the end of those World Tag Team titles and the Rock and Roll Express. Eaton again with the pressure on the neck and head area of Gibson. And he needs to get to that corner and tag his partner Morton in. You can see him right there. He's ready for it. He wants that tag. But it's just a matter of getting over there. It might only be 6 or 8 feet. But, brother, when you're in the wrestling ring, it might as well be a mile. Because if Eaton or Sweet Stan doesn't want to go, brother, they ain't going to go. Now, oh, a hard elbow tags in Sweet Stan Lane. And I think they've got coup de grace in their minds as Sweet Stan rolls in. Picks him up, and a reverse neck breaker, delivers it. And Gibson now writhing in pain to that neck area. Sweet Stan Lane now taunting and pointing at his opponent. Gibson still in the ring, taking a tremendous amount of punishment at the hands of both Sweet Stan Lane and Bobby Eaton, who he's in the ring with now. And Gibson shooting Eaton in the corner and following through, but Eaton wasn't there. And Gibson re-injuring that already bad damaged shoulder as Morton tries to come in. Now this is a really stupid thing for him to do. While the referee's going to be putting him out, they'll have time to do all sorts of horrible things to his partner. If the guy would just obey the rules, he wouldn't have a problem like this. But Gibson in a real bad way now as Sweet Stan Lane goes ahead and picks him up, throws him into the ropes, and as he comes off, delivers a clothesline that has Gibson in a bad, bad way and really needs to get to his corner and make a tag as soon as possible to maintain those World Tag Team titles. And Stan Lane chokes now, pulling out all the stops. They smell a victory and they're going for the kill. As beautiful Bobby checks in, delivers a right hand and throws him across the ring into the turnbuckles and dives, but there's nobody there, and he makes the tag. Martin comes in and he's cleaning house on the Midnight Express. He's got them both rocking and rolling now. Beautiful Bobby Eaton up for the body slam. Morton now going outside, climbing the ropes, up to the top turnbuckle. And dives with a cross-body block on beautiful Bobby Eaton. Referee down for a 1 count, but Gibson came in, and the referee's putting him out, but a double drop kick delivered first.
That's a big double drop kick that's won so many matches with Stan Lane's on the top rope. Oh, the referee caught him, I think.
That's calling for the bell.
Oliver. Yeah, he did catch him.
That's a DQ, a disqualification. The referee raises Gibson and Morton's hands, and still the World Tag Team Champions, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson.
We have already seen the Dudes win, Flying Brian and the Z-Man win, as well as the fabulous Freebird. So we are anticipating a very hot match here from Marietta.
And this tournament marches on to next week and closer to someone winning that coveted crown, the United States Tag Team Championship.
Where are those belts, by the way? Any idea?
You bet. I'll tell you what, let's show them to him later on in the show, Crispy. Why don't you put one of them on? I'll wear one of them.
I'm not wearing a belt. I don't deserve it. And the Midnight Express go to the attack on the Rock and Roll.
They're starting fast, all 4 men in the ring.
Gibson being double teamed now by Stan Lane and beautiful Bobby, who's holding him. And Lane really laying in the punches to the abdomen.
Doubling up right there. Smart moves. You talk about great teamwork on both of these teams here. They're the best that you're going to see.
And a reversal, double clothesline, double clothesline. Eaton is whipped into the turnbuckle.
Whoa, oh my gosh. He was 12 feet in the air.
Stan Lane is whipped in as well. The Rock and Roll Express ready to mix it up with the Midnight Express. These two teams have a history going back at least 5 years. We may see the final settlement of this long-standing feud. That's the abdominal stretch there, and Bobby Eaton comes in. Ah! Ricky Morton, though, follows it up. Robert Gibson is in now.
There goes Stan Lane, right in on top of his own partner.
Monkey flip out, Stan Lane is out.
Oh, another monkey flip.
And Bobby Eaton is out. A Rock and Roll Express dominating the Midnight Express.
Oh!
Arm
Back
drag.
into an arm drag. You talk about action, I can't keep up with that, Crispy.
Can you imagine either of these teams against the Dudes or against Flying Brian and the Z-Man?
No, I sure can. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a great match there.
Or for that matter, against the fabulous Freebirds, who have advanced to the semifinals of this tournament.
You know, if that Cornette would go ahead and exercise his body as much as his mouth, he might look halfway decent.
Hey, fans, don't forget, of course, this is just a preview of what we are going to see February 25th.
Oh, nice side kick there.
Live from Greensboro, we call it Wrestle War 90. You are going to see this very match. It just so happens, the luck of the draw, this is one of the matches here in the U.S. Tag Team Tournament, but we'll see it February 25th from the pay-per-view.
Oh! You know, Stan Lane is so devastating with his feet, but there you see Gibson do the same thing back to him. He's very quick, agile, and good with those feet.
These teams so evenly matched. I don't think you can say in all of the years that they have feuded that either of them have dominated this feud.
These people are on their feet again. They're loving this action, and we're going to have even more action just like this on the show next week.
Fans, it's not far away. As I said, Wrestle War 90 is February 25th. You've got to mark it on your calendar, and you should make plans today to call your local cable company to see about availability of that big pay-per-view event from the National Wrestling Alliance.
Trying to Beal him across the ring twice. He reverses it. Flying head scissors there.
And the Rock and Roll Express dominating the Midnight Express today here from Marietta. Ah! What is that?
Oh, the victory roll right there. Coming down, hooks him. 2 count, 3. Was that a 3, Crispy?
Looked it to me. The Rock and Roll Express so close to going forward in this big U.S. Tag Team Tournament. Cornette showing his love for the fans here in Marietta, as well as his love for the camera. As you mentioned, Terry, they will not overpower you, but they know leverage, they know wrestling hold.
Where did he go? He went right after Cornette. Right back into the ring again.
And Cornette is in the ring and out just as quickly. Bad move there by Morton.
Beautiful move by Morton.
Eaton ducks under. Oh!
Drop kick. Yeah.
So fast and furious, we're going to try to catch up to the moves as they occur.
This is NWA wrestling right here at its best.
Virtually non-stop.
The kind of wrestling that I love.
As we mentioned, it's an 8-team single elimination tournament. Both of these teams, Terry, know there is no second chance. That's 2.
Beautiful arm drag right there. I'll tell you what, Crispy, it's action like this that makes me proud to be a part of the NWA.
Action that you have participated in, Terry, that makes us proud to be associated with you as well, if I may say so.
You know, I can't believe that you actually said that. You actually gave me a little bit of ground, didn't you, Crispy? Whoa, tried for a press slam, reversed it.
But
a roll-up right here.
Eaton tagged Lane.
Oh, neck breaker. Where was the referee? Where was the referee?
Where are the referees ever when we need them? Ah, now going to work on the neck. Eaton drops an elbow on Morton. And Morton is in deep trouble. Eaton picks up, oh, what is this?
Oh, backbreaker right there and holding him into that position, pushing him down into a pinning position, 2 count.
Eaton goes back for the cover now. That's 2.5 there.
He's holding both of those arms down on a mat. It's very, very hard to push a shoulder up at that time and being in the position that Morton is right
If Morton
now.
can bridge out, that's a possibility. But as it stands now, his best bet is to tag his partner, Gibson.
There's a very concerned Cornette at this time.
As well he should be. This is the only chance the Midnight Express will get in this tournament anyway. Morton somehow finding the reserves into the ropes. Oh, but Lane picks him up.
Back again.
Crashes him down. Well, the fans love that move. I don't know if they love his tactics, but they love the way Stan Lane can move. You got to give him credit for that.
I'll give him credit for that, but Stan Lane better stay on top of his man.
Lane showing the extensive martial arts experience he has. Backs up Morton now into the turnbuckle.
There you see Cornette oozing into the picture.
He's easing, you mean?
No, oozing like a rancid piece of meat.
Why do you say such things? A clothesline. Lane hangs on. Great finds the leg, 2. Now Gibson was just about to jump in. Somehow, Ricky Morton able to kick out of that. Lane right back on top.
A double thrust.
Right into the neck. The now vulnerable neck of Ricky Morton.
Knee to the back of that neck. Working on that neck. Let's see what they do to him now. There's an eye rake right there.
And Cornette has no business where he is.
They're going for that neck. They've got an idea of what they have a plan, and this might be part of it right here, Crispy.
A body slam.
Right back to that neck again.
Morton has got to find whatever reserves are left and get to his partner, Robert Gibson. If he doesn't, the Midnight Express will advance. They trade a couple of rights. Another one from Morton. Another one from Eaton. Another one from Morton. Oh, no.
Yeah, there came the eyes in there. That was a smart move on his part, Bobby Eaton's right there, because he is getting the short end of it on that trading out of those punches.
Now the double team for which the Midnight Express is so famous. Morton whipped into the ropes by Lane. Power slam. Lane was right off the mat.
2. There was a save by Gibson there. That would have been the match right there. They would have won that at that particular time. The Midnight Express won.
And now Morton is outside of the wrong area.
Look out. Here comes a referee decoy. Look at Lane. He's pulling the other man in there. Look out. There comes that tennis racket. Damn, come on.
I should be disgusted. I'm not surprised. Well, if they win, if the Midnight Express win from this point on, it can never be considered a clean win, thanks to the assistance of Jim Cornette.
I'll tell you what, that was a very, very smart move at that particular.
Morton blocks Eaton's slam into the metal ring post, and Eaton was slammed in, but Morton somehow is back in the ring.
He reversed it at that particular time.
That's 2. He almost missed that, fans. Lane and Morton are back in, and Cornette is up on the ring apron. A
sunset flip! Sunset flip! There, get down, Cornette, get down!
That was 3. Cornette, I think, knew that Lane was in trouble.
Look out, look out, looky over there, looky over there. There comes that tennis racket again.
Almost incapacitating Morton.
That dadgum Cornette Perfect timing on his part. He can sneak in there like a slimy worm.
Russian
Kenny.
leg sweep.
Oh,
He didn't cinch it in completely, so Morton may have a chance here.
I think
See what's happening now.
he better cover him, get on top. He's trying to set him up for something. It looks like it's going to be the top rope. He's going up the top rope. This is it. This is it. They've got him set now. Oh, here it comes.
He's down, that's it. Count him out. 1, 2. No! Eaton landed from about 12 feet high onto Morton. How he was able to kick out.
That's
He'll try
one of
it
those
again.
new creations in professional wrestling. That was a press slam off that.
Oh!
My gosh.
Gibson nailed Eaton, who landed, I think, on his head from up top of the turnbuckle outside the ring. Amazing that Eaton is even moving.
There's a tag. There's a tag. This is trouble. This is trouble for Morton. They've got him in the ring now. They've got him now. There you see a slam right there. This is going to be it. They've got him set.
Clothesline. Lane clothesline Eaton. Morton made the tag. Robert Gibson is in now. He whips Eaton into the ropes. A big back body. Ooh. Gibson goes to work on Lane. He's whipped into the ropes as well. A
Double drop kick.
That's it. That's the way they'll win this match.
1, 2. Hey, Cornette, pull him out of the ropes here. Whoa. He deserved that. Cornette needed that. Even I'll say that, Crispy. He needed that. All 4 men are on the ring right now. It's a Donnybrook. Picks him up. Here goes. Oh, knocked Cornette off the rope. We've got to roll up in there. He's on top of him. Where's that referee? Count, referee. Look out. The tennis racket. He just blasted him with the tennis racket. Hey, nobody saw that. Did anybody see that? He blasted him with the tennis racket.
We heard it, and that was enough.
I saw it. I could see it right here.
The winners of the match.
I wonder if they got that on slow motion, Crispy.
The Midnight Express have advanced.
All right, well, I brought up a very bad subject that we'll get off of, as Robert Gibson will start it out against Sweet Stan here. This match should be a phenomenal tag team encounter. These teams have a total disdain for each other and have had for a long time.
I promise you people that you're going to have trouble keeping up with this, and you're going to have trouble keeping up with it as a commentator. These guys are so fast.
I'm sure you're right there. Nice arm drag out of the collar and elbow by Robert Gibson. The thing about this match and these two teams, they have wrestled each other on numerous occasions. They know each other like the back of their hand. It would seem to me that the winner of this match will be the team that could capitalize on a big mistake. Nice hip lock.
It's going to have to be that way. You're going to have to look for that mistake. You really are, Jim. And if you find it, you've got to take advantage of it. Try to get that quick win. Try to get that 1, 2, 3 count in there real fast. And that's going to be the way that this match is going to be decided. I'll guarantee a nice tackle by Gibson.
Big tackle taking Stan Lane right up and over. Nice legal maneuver, Jim Cornette. Not too happy with the way things are going thus far. Referee going over some things with Robert Gibson there. I didn't see any rules being broken personally.
Not one rule broken at this point. Let's see if we can catch anything here as he shoots him off with that. Here he comes with another tackle. Drop down right there. Leapfrog.
Whoa! That's what I mean. They know each other so well that Robert Gibson virtually anticipated that counter move by Sweet Stan. And there you see the man voted most humble at Mrs. Finster's finishing school for nice boys, Jim Cornette, he has a real hard time ascertaining the truth.
I'll agree with you on that. He's not like me, is he? I tell the truth constantly.
You tell it like it is.
Tell it like it is.
Well, Stan Lane trying to intimidate the official, and that is not going to work. We have a great string of officials here. Well, there he is. He's lost his temper.
referee.
I might go down there myself. I'm going to take this coat off. I want to get in the ring and get after him myself. Look at him.
To stay calm, this crowd.
Oh, here they go.
Hey, we may have an extra match here. He with a pear-shaped body is very, very upset.
That looked like Jimmy Swaggart on a Sunday morning.
Right after he left Airline Drive in New Orleans, perhaps, a little embarrassed with his shirt tail out.
Get away from me!
I'll tell you something. We got a competitive situation with all 6 of these individuals, and that does include Nick Patrick, the referee. The Prince of Polyester almost bit off more than he could chew on this one.
Almost. Old Nick didn't back up at all, did he? That referee didn't back up, give any way at all.
Ricky Morton now in. Comes to the far side, up and over. He is so quick. Atomic drop. Bobby Eaton was coming into the ring, and he met his partner. They were really introduced there by Ricky Moll. Good grief. What are we seeing here?
I can't believe it. I can't believe we got this much dissension among these 3 people that have been together so long already.
Cornette settling things down with his troops. Sweet Stan now back in. Ricky Morton still the legal man for the Rock and Roll Express. Between these 2 teams, they have held the most coveted prize in tag team wrestling a total of 6 times, which is just phenomenal. Straight right hand, and he found his mark.
Oh,
another one.
Gosh.
Stan Lane, the Beach Boy, really letting Ricky Morton have it. Scoops him up and slams him, and now tags in beautiful Bobby Eaton, who's met with an arm drag, and an arm drag number 2. Eaton put on the brakes there and rock and roll.
That Ricky Morton uses a snap arm drag. He gets in there tight, and he'll bring you right back down in on your own shoulder. He can drive a shoulder and knock a shoulder down with that particular type of arm drag. I don't know if you've noticed that before, but he'll really duck in there tight, cinch up on that arm, and snap it in.
That's a very good point. Very good point. Of course, Terry Funk, former heavyweight champion of the world, and we will see the World's Heavyweight Championship decided here tonight at Wrestle War. Now a test of strength. I would think Eaton may have the advantage here.
Well, the height gives you the advantage sometimes, Ross. When you're taller in a situation like this, it gives you a little bit more advantage on a hand-to-hand strength test like this.
Morton back up to that vertical base.
Whoa! Holy mackerel! Whoa!
Gibson came off the top.
In
Morton
25 years of wrestling, I've never seen anybody climb a ladder like that.
How many years?
Well, maybe a few more, maybe a few less. At my age, I can't remember.
Oh! I wonder if we'll ever know if he's bruised.
I don't know.
Cornette could probably tell us.
Might have kicked his brains out there.
We'll have to get an injury report on that from Jim Cornette maybe later in the week.
I'll bet he'll volunteer the information, too.
Well, this thing is, as I said, both teams are very offensive-minded teams. Both teams are very similar in philosophy and style. The team that makes the first big mistake, I think, will be the turning point in this match.
Morton and Gibson have been frustrating these guys time after time, but that...
Cornette just pulled a foot, and now as he waddles back into the ring, the top rope doesn't break.
Oh.
Give him the racket and send him home.
Time after time, the R&R Express has gotten the advantage on these guys. They've done a great job so far of taking their minds off of what they should be doing, thinking about competing, thinking about beating those other fellas.
Little external heart massage there by Sweet Stan.
That's an impossibility to do to this guy right here because he don't have a heart.
I thought you might infer that. And I can't disagree either.
Don't you really want me as your partner all the time? Why don't you get rid of that moron?
Which one, him?
Yes, him. Not me, I'm talking about him. Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Straight right, beautiful Bobby and Robert Gibson. Nice reversal there. And boy, they got him up in the lights. Double clothesline on Sweet Stan coming in.
Oh, my gosh.
Up and over, what a move. I have never seen the Rock and Roll Express look any more crisp than we have seen thus far in this tag team event.
They are extremely sharp tonight.
Cornette's going to have to really get his strategy together, perhaps amend his game plan here. Beautiful Bobby kind of shaking it loose there, getting his senses back about him. Downstairs he goes with a knee. Bobby Eaton from Huntsville, Alabama. Been a pro 10 years. Tag made. Here comes Sweet Stan. An arm drag takes him over. Robert Gibson tags in Ricky Morton. Man, the tags, and it's just been, it's hard to keep up with how many tags we've had.
Double elbow off of that rope there, Jim Ross.
But Stan Lane fights back. Tosses Ricky Morton outside and follows him there.
Uh-oh.
But Morton blows it. Good Lord grace. Oh, right in the head. I hope he's not been lacerated here. I think he may have tried to block it, but he still hit that post with a lot of velocity, and he's lucky enough to make the tag. Bobby Eaton doesn't look too excited about coming in.
The R&R have countered every move to this point. If I was Jim Cornette, I'd be extremely frustrated.
Ricky and Robert say it's great to be back home in the NWA.
And I'll tell you what, it must be good for him because that Ricky is looking better every time I see him get into the ring. Gibson, too.
Bobby Eaton's got to make something happen here. They got to get on the... Ooh, good Lord. That right hand came from Sweet Home Alabama. But he fights back.
Trading back and forth, Ross.
Something's got to give here.
Oh, my gosh.
They both went over the top rope. They both fall to the floor. And they're both hurt. But Sweet Stan's the first one around. Big slam. That may be the big break that the Midnight Express have needed as Cornette helps beautiful Bobby back into the ring. Hey, they'd love to win this one by a count out or any way they could.
Any way they can get it, they want it, and I don't blame them. I'll tell you what, they've got the advantage now, though, after that slam on the floor. Both of them went over that top rope, and then they came around there and slammed him on the floor right there, and he's hurt.
The rules of the NWA, they have a count of 10 to get back in the ring from the outside or the apron. They must break their illegal moves on 4. They're disqualified on 5. And that is a great backbreaker by beautiful Bobby, who goes right for the choke.
He should have gone for that pin right then. He should have gone for that pin. He might have possibly gotten that 3 count in. People are on their feet here. Some of them are right now. What's this? Oh!
Morton's neck snapped right off the top rope, and Morton's face tells the story. Look at him rake at the face. And Cornette, with the handle of the tennis racket, he buried it as deeply as he could into the throat of Ricky Morton.
The momentum has certainly changed now, hasn't it, Ross? It doesn't look too good for these two right now. Beautiful kicks by Stan Lane right there.
Ricky Morton has been known to take a great deal of punishment and keep on ticking. Nice drop to the hold and an elbow by beautiful Bobby, who's been tagged in.
inventive moves on Lane. There's a 2 count. Almost had it in there. Inventive moves by this team right here, the Midnight Express. They invent moves, don't they, Rob?
They certainly do. They are certainly innovators, thanks, of course, to the leadership of their manager, James E. Cornette. Standing vertical suplex, and Bobby Eaton really snapped that off. He left the ground himself. This may be all. Referee down 1, 2, and coming for 3, but the shoulder was up. Lane tags in.
What a gutty guy this boy is right here. Isn't he a gutty boy? I'm telling you, he'll continually fool you by kicking out, fighting, and he never gives up.
Power slam, leg grapevine, and Robert Gibson, sensing that Ricky Morton may not have been able to kick out, interrupted the count. And Stan Lane prevents the tag, and then nails Robert Gibson, knocks him off the apron. Those Morton outside, keep your eye on Ricky Morton. He's going to be fair game here. Morton up on the shoulder of Bobby Eaton. Drops him on the security railing.
If Ricky Morton can get up from that, I'll guarantee you, he can't get up from that one right there. If Cornette will leave him alone, if they'll leave him alone, he'll get counted out of that ring right there. He can't get back up to his feet. Not after driving his face into that railing like it.
Now look at Cornette. Cornette, the ultimate insult for Ricky Morton. I don't know how effective physically it was, but mentally it's got to be humiliating for Cornette to strike another man. Beautiful Bobby now. Ricky Morton, did you hear that? The side of his head rammed the ring post, and you could hear the impact. But beautiful Bobby is not the legal man. Morton almost pinned again.
Hey, does he still have that? He's still got that pin in his pocket. Look out, beautiful sunset flip. He's got him down. He had him down there almost for a 3 count. Where was the referee?
The referee was detained by Cornette, and the referee having trouble with restraining Robert Gibson. In the meantime, Stan Lane was blatantly choking Ricky Morton, who's got to be grasping for oxygen at this point in the match. There's a tag. The tag was made. Morton's not aware of it. Neck breaker. A blind tag. No one does it better than the Midnight Express.
Get on top of him now, Eaton. Get on top of him. Take advantage of him now. Now's the time. Big right.
Morton having a hard time standing, but he's fighting back on instinct. The youngster from the Volunteer State will not quit. Oh, my goodness. Face first. He may have hit the steel support that holds the turnbuckle in place.
I'll tell you what, this boy is taking more punishment.
Stan Lane with his foot right in the throat. You can see it. Great camera work. We're going to take you right inside the ring tonight.
I'll tell you what, if you'll notice this, he's disoriented at this time. Watch him. He's been going to the wrong corner. Where is he? He's back down on his feet. It's hard for him to figure out where in the world he is in this ring after all of the punishment he's taken to the head.
Terry, when you're taking this much punishment, are you thinking about surviving? Are you thinking about tagging? What thoughts are going through Ricky Morton's mind at this time, in your opinion?
It's totally instinct at this time. It's almost just like, it's secondary, if you know what I mean, Jim Ross, at this particular time. You're just trying to continue on. Sometimes you don't even know where. If that sounds sensible to you, it does.
Cornette says it's only a matter of time. As now the high-flying Rock and Roll Express certainly have been grounded. He's using the hammerlock.
Sometimes pain can bring you back, though. Whenever you're addled like that, you don't realize quite where you are. You get a hammerlock put on you. You feel that tremendous pain there in that arm, and it kind of settles your senses. I don't know how to explain it, but it does that for me at times. Pulling him back up to his feet here. He's still got that hammerlock on him.
Morton with the elbow to the side of the head. Eaton tags in Stan Lane, who's legal, and a double thrust right to the throat area. Another blind tag, and they have blind tagged you to death.
How many tags do you think that they've made in the last 5 minutes? That's what makes a great team, though. And then they keep you in their part of the corner, in their half of the ring. That keeps you on the offensive. As long as it keeps them on the offensive. As long as you're in their corner, they're on the offensive. You cannot be on the offense in the other person's corner.
Ricky Morton has been in the ring an inordinate amount of time, while at the same time the Midnight Express have tagged in and out on numerous occasions. Morton's physical conditioning certainly being tested here. And beautiful Bobby ascends to the top. If he nails this one, it will be over.
He did.
He did. I don't think Morton can kick out now. This should be all.
This is it, Jim.
Robert Gibson just kicked Eaton in the head. Gibson, I think, thought, as we did, that Ricky Morton would not be able to kick out as Eaton tags in Lane again.
I'll tell you what, Eaton got too cocky once again. He should have jumped back on top there and made that pin at that particular time. You've got to get on top of him. But I'll tell you what, these guys have been together so much, sometimes you just want to punch him one more time, you know, get a little bit more punishment in there.
Cornette once again using that tennis racket as a weapon, not as a decorative prop, but as a weapon. Morton trying to fight to his corner, but Lane with a wide base with the arm bar, working on the shoulder. Robert Gibson would dearly love to be tagged in at this time.
Yes, he would. You know, it's amazing how far a foot and a half or 2 feet can be in a wrestling ring. It can take a lot of time to travel 2 feet in a ring, can it?
Certainly can, and as Stan Lane inflicted the punishment, then made the quick tag again, and they are working on that arm. Well, this is shades of the Andersons' philosophy. Pick out a body part and dismember it. Disable that particular appendage.
Speaking of the Andersons, I'll bet they're ready for tonight, huh?
I'll tell you, the motion with Sting in the building and with the championships, 3 championships decided here tonight. The Chicago Street Fight coming up with the new Skyscraper. We don't know who he is. And the Road Warriors. So much great action here tonight at Wrestle War 90. Wild thing. Hammerlock. Morton cannot use his quickness in this position, quite obviously. I wonder how much longer he's going to be able to last, Harry.
I'll tell you what, not much longer at this rate. If they have a possibility right there, I'll tell you, he needs to make it back up to his feet. He needs to get to that tag. They've been at a disadvantage. How long has he been in the ring?
He's got to be in the ring at least 10 minutes now, maybe more. Morton, those elbows. He tries to put some offense together. He needs to make the tag. Reversed and another reversal. Oh, man. The back of Eaton's head cracked against the face of Ricky Morton. Cornette frantically giving instructions to beautiful Bobby, telling him to make the tag, and he adheres to the manager and does so. Morton nicely caught, but he's caught. Terry, should he have tried to go directly to his corner there?
If he had the opportunity, you know, he really didn't have the opportunity because the momentum was going towards that rope there. He felt like he had a good move in his mind, and it wasn't. There's Eaton up on the top rope right now.
A rocket launcher, one of their great offensive weapons.
Oh!
But the legs, he pulled the knees up right into the solar plexus of beautiful Bobby Eaton. And now Eaton is in trouble. Ricky Morton may have the best opportunity he's had in the last several minutes to make the tag, and he does.
He made it. He made it. There's those rights right there, another right. Gibson shoots him in the rope, catches him with a big high backdrop. He's on a roll, a slam, a drop kick, a big right. Now he's got Eaton in the corner right there, shoots him off, a reversal.
Up and over goes Robert Gibson. Can he hold up Bobby Eaton down? And Lane interfered with a count. There's Ricky Morton back in. All 4 now. Remember, Eaton and Gibson, I think, of the league. Oh! Woo! He's so proud of his interference. with that loaded racket, or was it loaded on that time?
He came out. He came out.
Wow, that's got to be 2 7/8. So close for the Midnight Express. Tried a flapjack, but he didn't get it. And Gibson Cadley. The Rock and Roll have won it.
They got that 3 count in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express.